Miss Vicky is in the house.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. So there for a minute, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to film that way because the sun was glaring on my speaker there and making it look kind of not so good. I probably need to raise that up some, and when I'm going to film that way, I don't know. That's right, I done said it. I don't know. So it's Mother's Day in 2026, May 2026, and I believe this is the 11th. No, the 10th. I'm ahead of myself. And it is 10:26 a.m. It is 69 degrees, according to my vehicle. And I am on my way to CVS to pick up some medication. Then I'm going to Walmart, pick up a gift for my aunt, the only one that calls me, for Mother's Day, and I'm taking it to her. And I mean, I don't mean that mean, but I'm just being honest. She's the only one of my mother's sisters that really keep in touch with me. Now, I've tried to wish them all a happy birthday on their birthday. Do they wish me a happy birthday on mine? Nope. And I know I'm being kind of sarcastic, but that's me. I'm a sarcastic person. I did forget my water, so I got to watch how much I yell. But I hope everyone that's watching this have had a happy Mother's Day. Now, I did see that the Bridge Church that Sarasota Tim attends was up, and there was a female giving the sermon for the day. So I don't know if he went, but that might be interesting to hear him say if he went. Now, as you know, if there's any Baptist female ministers in the Southern Baptist Association, I do not believe that's the case. I do believe that is why Elevation Church, the one I watch, left the Baptist Convention, the Southern Baptist Convention, because Stephen, the pastor's wife, is a minister. And she was giving the message today. Now, it will be shown several times a day. So I watched the beginning, and the message was, God's got you. Now, that was a very nice looking man right there. I know you didn't see him, but he was coming out of Wilkesboro Baptist Church in a nice suit. I don't know who he is, but he was very nice looking. And yes, I can notice nice looking men. And Dave can notice nice looking women. He does it all the time. He sends me messages all the time of women. He's watching. So, and I watched my man last night, Roman Reigns. I can tell you right now, y'all, the coffee shop here to the left, and I'm not taking this out of the holder like Tim does. The Wilkes Coffee Company local is booming. Whoever owns that knew exactly what they were doing, because they can sit outside, and I think they had something downtown last night because it's roped off. Of course, I didn't come because I was watching WWE Backlash. And I think it was a really good PLE, Premium Live Event. Now, I am not a fan of how mean they make Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, to be. Now, some people claim, or I saw some of the internet so-called experts this morning say, oh, he didn't turn heel last night. Well, I don't know how much more you can turn heel, meaning bad guy, when you're trying to choke someone out. And you're doing it over and over again. And then when the match ends, you continue to do it. I mean, to me, that is what a heel is. And I know it's all an act. It's storytelling. Because Jacob is supposedly this poor, up-and-coming wrestler. And we know that's not true. But he wants, he has like 7, 8 kids. I don't know how many kids he has. I have 10. He has a lot of kids. I mean, Roman has 5 or 6. So the Samoans like to procreate. Let's just put it this way. The Samoans like to procreate. They evidently don't believe in birth control. But anyway, so Jacob has all these kids, and he wants his kids to live like Roman's kids. And the only way he can see to do that, of course, is get the championship. Because he said Roman never shared any of that, I guess, money and all that with his family. And Roman's deal is that, yes, he did. He got him the job that he has now, because they would have never hired Jacob had it not been for Roman saying it was okay. Of course, now the storyline is Roman has changed his mind and says that Jacob is not fit to be in the WWE because he can't control his anger. So we'll see what goes on from there. Anyway, my man, some say he cheated. He did not cheat. He took advantage of a situation and won. My man does not cheat to win. Okay, now we'll shut up from that. I watched some of the it's O'Reilly series race yesterday. Connor Zilic won, which doesn't surprise me. We'll see how he does today, because I don't think he's ever lost at that track now that he's been there at Watkins Glen. It's weird for them to be at Watkins Glen on Mother's Day. Weird. They used to take Mother's Day off. And then the schedule got all changed and everything. Okay, y'all see the mural on this storage building representing racing being here? I don't think I've ever showed that on the channel. I am in North Wilkesboro now. I should have told you when I went from Wilkesboro to North Wilkesboro. When you go across the river, you're coming into North Wilkesboro. But Wilkesboro is the county seat because that's where the courthouse and everything is. Now you're seeing a lot of old buildings right now. This 1010 tie on the right that you're seeing the edge of used to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. This Boost Mobile building used to be a convenience store. So we do try to repurpose buildings. We're not like Sarasota where they want everything new. We embrace our history, which is what I like. Just like this building that CVS is in used to be the A&P grocery store. Who remembers the A&P grocery store? That's going back. And this here used to be our best dry cleaner, and now it is Cloud District Tobacco and Cigars. And it's like, do we really need any more vape stores around here? I think we have plenty. That evidently vaping and all that stuff is just booming. All right, and that Dollar Tree store over there used to be a Rite Aid. First it was Eckerd Drugstore. If you're from the South, who remembers Eckerd Drugstore? Then it was a Rite Aid. And now it's Dollar Tree. All right, I'm at CVS, so I'm shutting up. I'll be back. Okay, I know you're hearing the fan on the AC, but y'all know I'm not big into microphones. My arms and stuff get in the way. There's a microphone in this car, and I feel it works just as well. I know it won't keep out the road noise, but I, for one, like road noise. I know some people don't, but y'all know this is the way I see it. Is we all have different likes, and if you don't like something in my video, then I guess you just don't like it. And that's probably why I will never be a big YouTuber. But I've never said I wanted to be a big YouTuber. I like being a micro YouTuber myself. Now, sure, I'd like to make $300 or $400 every month, but whatever. If I don't, I don't. All right. I need to hush. Quit talking about junk like that. Now, we're going to get back on Sarasota Tim now. And I'm going to talk about the commentary community. Y'all know I don't like to use that H word. So I'm just going to talk about the commentary community. That, and I know some people don't want to be a part of the community, and that's fine. You don't have to be. But why do we have to? Why can't we just all agree to disagree and just move on and quit making videos about each other? And I know some of them has been personal, and I get that, but some of it is just being, I don't know, I find it silly and showing a little level of immaturity. And I'm including myself in that equation. I've never said that I was perfect by any means. But I just wish that it wouldn't get so mean and, you know, just downright vicious at times. But there again, I feel like that I've probably not ever been attacked like some people have. I feel like I have been attacked, but I've learned to control it. You know, I've said, I put on my big girl panties or pants, whatever you want to call it, and I just keep on going. I'm not going to say that that I might not get upset for a few minutes, but I know deep down in my heart of hearts, they don't really know me. Even the commentary channels don't know me. They know me somewhat, but when I don't see them every day. And I'm not a bad person. Not saying any of them are a bad person when I say that. Just saying that I just wish we could all get along. That's right, I do. I wish we could all get along. I tell y'all, this road just aggravates the devil out of me now. I mean, this is the way it was 20 years ago. I mean, and I don't know why they went back to it, because it's nothing but confusing and just, like, I guess I need to be over here if I'm going to Walmart. That's right, Walmart. You know, and now you can't turn left here. You used to turn left. You had to turn left. You had to turn left down there. That's the way, like I say, that's the way it was 25, 30 years ago. I don't know, it may have just been 20, but I think it's longer than that. They have not made this road anymore. I mean, traffic still backs up, especially on Fridays when people are going to Boone. I mean, what happened to them building a beltway to go around this road? Where's that at? That's right, I'm complaining. I guess if I drove it more, I'd get over it. But since I'm not up here much, you know, Dave drives it every day, but I don't. I just don't come up this way anymore unless I have to. That's why I like getting my groceries delivered, because that means I don't have to come up here. And I mean, if you actually choose shipping for most of the items, you don't have to pay a tip. I mean, I don't mind tipping at all. That's not it. I'm just saying that if some people say, well, I don't want to leave somebody a tip. Well, if you get it, if you choose shipping, you don't have to pay a tip. And sometimes you still get it the same day. It just depends. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of traffic coming down. I guess they're coming from the mountains. I don't know. You never know. They could be coming from Boone, Banner Elk, Grandfather Mountain. We were scheduled to have rain, but I guess it didn't come this. I think it just went on out to sea. Because don't look like there's a cloud in the sky right now. I haven't even looked at the weather forecast today. I do know that on the 20th day, I think, of May, we're supposed to hit 90. I do know that. I am well aware of that. And no, I do not have my heat pump yet. It is on order, but it's not here yet. And who knows when it'll get here. But I do have a window air conditioner. So I am good with that for now. But when it gets up to 100, I probably won't be good with it if I don't have a heat pump by then. But it is what it is. So be it. I haven't watched any of Tim this weekend, just so you know. I told you before I take weekends off. Now, I did watch Z-Car yesterday morning when he was talking about carnivore. And I'll mention, I've done carnivore before. I'm no expert by any means. I could not sustain it. I'm being real. But I did do it for 3 months. And I am a true believer from my experience, and I'm not saying that everybody should do carnivore by any means. You do. I would just say don't do carnivore. I would advise you not to do it. But from my experience, I did lose weight, and overall, I did feel better. Did I still have some pain? Yes, I did, but I will say I had more good days than bad days. Was it because of the diet? I don't know. I can't answer that. Because once I went off of it, I didn't go gung-ho. I kind of went back to ketovore, which is, Nisha, Dr. Berry's wife. She kind of coined that term. Because that's the way she eats. She does eat fresh vegetables in season. She has a garden. And I'm all for that, if that's what you want. But I'm telling you right now, and I've told many people this before, I could care less. If I had I do like a good salad, but my salad consists of lettuce. And some spinach maybe. Some broccoli. Anything else, I could care less about. I like bean sprouts, or whatever you want to call them. But I don't like cucumbers. I'm just not I've never been a vegetable eater. Never in my life. But I do like variety. That's my problem. I like variety. And that's why I don't think I could ever do a Mediterranean diet for very long, because there's too much to choose from. I don't like fish. Unless it's deep fried. And the fruits would make me want to eat something else. So anyway, that's just my opinion. As I said before, I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. The doctors say to do the Mediterranean diet. So that's the diet you should do. If I'm going to give you advice. But as I've always said, never follow my advice on anything. Always do your own research. Check with your doctor, no matter what kind of plan you are doing. But back to Tim. Tim is exactly like me in this respect. And maybe this was why I first started watching him. Although he didn't talk about diet much back then. But I could see he had problems like I do. You know, no, I don't try to scam people. But when I first started watching him, I didn't think he was trying to scam people. It wasn't until he started getting on the road that I felt he was scamming people or trying to scam. And after the Social Security video, that was when I felt like he was dry begging. I mean, I didn't coin that phrase. I didn't even know, until Ray come on, I didn't know dry begging existed. I'll be honest with you. I just called it, they're begging for money. Anyway, my point is that Tim is a yo-yo dieter. He goes from one diet to the other. Now, I do not do that anymore. I will go back to what I know what works, which is low carb for me. I'm not going to say carnivore or anything like that. I will just go back to say low carb. But even then, I have a hard time staying on it. So, I don't have that mindset that a lot of people... I admire Z-Car and all of them for having that mindset. But if there's something in my brain, and maybe in Tim's brain too, that just don't click. Maybe it's because we both have flat heads. Because I have a flat head. I mean, when I put my hair up, my head is totally flat in the back. So maybe we have that in common. I don't know. Anyway, I'm being silly here. Okay, I'm going into Walmart to pick up a few things because I want to. And fight this Mother's Day crowd. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And hope nobody was offended by any comments I said. As I said before, I'm not giving anybody advice on any dieting. I'm just talking from a general standpoint of my experience. So I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.